Yo, what's going on, guys? SWGoH here, and welcome back to my Grand Interview series on Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. This is episode 4, and before we actually get into the review, I just want to talk about things that I want to do for the series moving forward. I want to start recording, maybe not. Alright, sorry. I'm gonna start recording the battles that I do in the Grand Arena. And I think instead of making these videos every single event, I'm gonna do it every single round. So, for example, no spoilers here yet, but whatever, as you can see. Well, first of all, I guess I'll just say I won all 3, so that's cool. I got first place in the event rewards. That's great. So yeah, but as I was saying before, I want to start doing it just round 1 is gonna be its own video. So episode 5, which will be coming out probably in 2 days, I think, or 1 day. I don't know. 2 or 3 days. That's when it'll be out. But yeah, it's I'm just gonna record this round, record my things, talk over it, talk over the gameplay, and yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do for the series moving forward. For now, for this episode, I'm gonna do a little bit move in that direction, and I've started to take screenshots of most of the times that I would win an offensive run. Most of the times I won an offensive run, I would screenshot it, and I'm gonna edit it in here. Let me just check real quick if I'm actually recording. Yeah, I am. Okay. And with voice, question mark? Yep. All right, microphone's on. All right, no, boys, we chilling. All right. So, round 1 against Rubs. Rubs. He makes me sad. This really did make me sad because his roster is His roster is actually pretty decent. He has a couple of Gear 10, a Gear 11 Mace Windu. God knows why you have a Gear 11 Mace Windu. Oh, God. But that's what it says. He has a good roster. He has Gear 9s, Gear 10s, Gear 11s. He has good characters. Most of his characters are at Gear 7 at least. And a Gear 7 could come out on top, especially in the lower divisions. If you have a good synergized team, Gear 7 Geos can beat Gear 10 Empire. It's just because of the synergies and how it works, and you don't really need to worry about in the lower divisions, which is what I really like about them. In the lower division, you don't really have to worry about having the highest of gear. Obviously, the highest of gear is helpful, and it will give you somewhat of advantage, but it is not really required if you have the right synergies and the right teams and the right mods and levels. But anyway, I have to give everyone a lesson. If you're watching this video and you play Grand Arena and you really don't know, you're struggling with what to do, don't ever, unless you are out-rostered, don't ever go heavy on defense. Because look at Rubs here. I could not get past these. I could not full clear him. I could not get past this team. It's not a good team, all right? It just has good characters. But we realize that these teams here... Oh, they're excuse my champion, whatever. These teams here, these 3 teams of 5, since 5v5 is back, even though that's what I wanted to talk about in this video, but I'm just caught up because I had to eat dinner, and now I only have 20 minutes to, go through this all, so, because I really want to talk about this here. His, 15 best characters in his roster, and again, this is Division 10, this is low GP. You have to use your good characters wisely, especially if you're free to play. You cannot use your best 15 characters all for defense. You have to save them for offense. He used Boba Fett, Grandmaster Yoda, Mace Windu, Vader, Luminara, Alar, Cad, IG, Captain Phasma, I think Ahsoka. He used his top characters all for defense, and then even though my defense wasn't that good, he still couldn't get through it. This team is horrible. Like, what is this team? I have the 3 rebels and then a crew, and I just threw a 5th in there because I didn't have anything else. I just threw a 5th in there, and it took him 2 battles because his characters were just not good enough. I mean, his leftover offense characters were not good enough to even just clear this team. He probably didn't even want to attempt this Phoenix team because he realized, okay, I can't beat this with my Gear 8s and Gear 7s without good synergy. Another thing he has to realize is that this is not good synergy. I know Boba Fett lead really works with anything, but Grandmaster Yoda with, like, Vader? Like, what are you doing? Why? I don't get it. I guess it's a high damage output team, but you have Ayla, which is a Jedi leader here, with Ahsoka. And then you have other Jedis here that should go with her. That would have made a good Jedi team without Bastilla. Then you could have did Vader lead or, Boba lead with IG, Cad Bane. Those are 2 bounty hunters, which could have triggered the contract easier, because you would have less characters going for the first to attack. And Phasma, just because she's not a Jedi and she's the odd one out to go in that team, granting advantage, guaranteeing a critical hit. That could have been an amazing team, but not only did he go too heavy on offense, he just doesn't know synergies. And I want you guys to know that that's not what you should do. You should learn your synergies, get the teams down, balance it all out. So, before I talk a bit more about this at the end of the video, I'm just gonna quickly just go over this because I have 14 minutes to review, but I have the rest of my life to show off my roster. So, I did 2 battles here. I cleared this in 1 shot. I should be showing pictures right now. I'm honestly not that sure if I have them or not for this, but I definitely do for the final one. I don't think I do for the second. This I use bounty hunters. I mean, not bounty hunters, sorry. I use crew. Oh my god, I am so stupid. I use CLS against this. As you can see in the picture, I use a CLS underdog. I did CLS, Han Solo, Old Ben, and R2, I believe. Because I'm also trying to just get through that Han Solo feat. I already did my 3 battles, underdog style. So I just need to get 7 more offense wins to get, the feat. But that's not really why I did it. Just the extra banner could be helpful, especially if I lose one to protection or, health or a non-surviving unit. So, yeah, I couldn't get through this. I think I attempted bounty hunters or Empire against this, and I just couldn't get it. I just did not get it first shot. These are well-geared characters. It was a good team, but you can tell right here that Rubs really struggled on offense, which he shouldn't have. I get the Bastilla because the 200% protection for Jedi is just amazing. But struggling against this team, I really don't see why. A Jedi team or even that bounty hunter team, I know he put on defense, but that bounty hunter team against this would have knocked it out of the park. Probably could have won 60 banners. My crew sucks. It's not like he's that annoying or anything. And the Phasma was just basically just a free kill. But it still took 2 attempts. And then on the Bastilla, obviously, he got Ahsoka out. Even though for this rendering, my Ahsoka wasn't that great. Yet she still really isn't. My Jedi team isn't great. It's just, I know I probably should put Bastilla on the front wall, but I want someone to burn out. And I know this isn't really a good strategy, but then again, I'll talk about that later. A strategy I'm attempting to do, especially in lower, divisions. So here's my second win. Here's second round Slipstream. This one I didn't really have a problem with. I full cleared. I don't know if it's because, again, he went heavy on defense. I don't know if it was auto defense, and he literally just forgot to even go on offense here. So this was a free win for me. This is just a Geo/Seppi's team. And then here was a very mediocre Rebel team. And then on the back wall was a Empire team. Not really that great. I feel like if Slipstream went for offense here, because he had clones saved up, he had Boba saved up. I think, again, and I just talked about going too heavy on defense. I think he didn't go heavy enough on the defense. But if he actually played the offense, I think he would have gotten me, honestly. I mean, I don't know, maybe it depended on the fact that I was trying to see strategy with Bastilla on the back wall, hoping that they would use a good team on this Han team here, not expecting something worse on the back wall, and then being surprised and not being able to full clear because they didn't have enough damage. But yeah, I don't know, that really was just a free win for me. Here, alright, wait. First of all, I gotta give respect to my guy, Boris Santa. I'm sorry, I'm gonna fuck up that name. Roger. A guild that I'd love to be in, but I'm okay. But when I saw that this was my opponent, I was so scared. I saw GEOs, a Brute Alpha lead, level 7, with the 15,000 max health and max protection, and I was like, alright, I'm already done. I'm already out. And then I see he has a Gear 12 Bastilla ZETA lead. See, if it wasn't a ZETA lead, I would just throw Empire against it, and I could just get the stuns, get all the debuffs from damage over time, have a really good saber throw by Vader, and call it a day. But the tenacity really screws up that team. And there's no way that my Empire team would have been able to deal with this. But this team here, first let's talk about offensive run. I one-shot this team with Empire. And I'm going to be honest when I say that this isn't a great Geos team. As you can see the picture right here, this isn't really, and as you can see just here, this isn't really a good Geos team. I kind of lucked out with the fact that the Geos weren't that good. But I did this battle first. I remember this because this was just yesterday. I did this battle first, and I was like, alright, that wasn't that bad. Of course, I got through ships here. I got through the Admiral Akbar ship thing. Then here, I was so scared. When I was looking at this, I was like, how am I going to get through gear? The lowest on this team was a level 85 gear 9 7-star. So already I was like crapping my pants because I was like, how am I going to go against? Even if this team didn't have the protection up and the tenacity up, I was like, this is still just a good team in general. But then with the 200% protection up and the tenacity, I was like, what am I even going to throw against this? I threw in a bounty hunter team. This consisted of Boba lead. Is a Gear 12 Boba Fett, so Gear 12 Boba Fett lead. Everything was maxed out until Zetas. All tier A mods for crit chance, crit damage. You know, actually, I'll just show you my Boba Fett here. There's a 6-dot mod there. Everything's maxed out, obviously, except for the Zeta. 85, 19,000 power. And I threw in here, actually, I'll just show you the team I used. I used this team right here, this bounty hunter team. My Django, Gear 9, 6-star. Actually, no, I take that back. When I was in the Grand Arena, but when the player lock happened, only Boba Fett was Gear 12. The other 4 were still only Gear 8. And I don't even think my Dengar was level 85 yet. I think he was still level 70. But I threw this team, 1 Gear 12, 4 Gear 8s, a bounty hunter team, against a Gear 12 Bastilla team with the Zeta lead. When I beat that battle, here's the picture. When I beat that battle, I was going crazy. I was hyperventilating. I was like, no way I just did that. And I know that for some people, getting, a win against a Bastilla lead isn't anything crazy because, Jedi Knight Revan, now Jedi Knight Luke, it's not that crazy. But for someone in Division 10 with nothing that great to counter it, I think I found my counter here, a bounty hunters team. And now my bounty hunter team is only getting better because I'm going for a 7-star Chewbacca. So I'm only going to try to keep making it better. And then at the back wall here, I was even surprised at this bounty hunter team. I was like, holy crap. my guy on the defense. I was like, he just had, and I'm not gonna really say that he went hard on the defense, but his roster, he has 700 GP. I only have like 650,000. He has 750,000. He had like 100,000 GP over me. He could have used Rebels on offense. He has Akbar, Obi-Wan. Could have used clones. He could have used crew. He could have used Emperor. He had Padme. I didn't even realize he had Padme. Everything down here is obviously not usable anymore. But from, I'd say, Zeb up or maybe Clone Sergeant up, that's all viable. I'd say from Zeb, maybe Thrawn, Zeb up, this is all viable for Grand Arena, especially against my defense. And I was just so surprised that I actually got through this. So now they only have 5 minutes. I'm just going to get through this here. I one-shot this ships. I used, again, a CLS lead, underdog, CLS Han Solo, R2, Old Ben. I think you saw the lineup there. On defense, did not get through my Phoenix team. One-shot this team. Oh, and I also decided on this one, you know what, I'll just put Ewok Elder in there. Screw it. Sir Phasma. It was just, and then here, you know, just one battle against this. My Bastilla team isn't anywhere near as good, but now I just unlocked General Kenobi, so I'm thinking of replacing Jolie, because my Jolie obviously doesn't have the Revive Zeta, and he's only 2 stars gear 5, so I'm going to try to level up my General Kenobi, just do that. Ships, obviously, you couldn't see it. Oh, and something else I want to talk about. I don't know if you saw it in the pictures, if it was in it, blah, blah, but I also got the TIE Bomber, and I think I've already said this. I got the TIE Bomber 100% free to play, even though that one was definitely much easier to get than the Rebel Y-Wing here, but I got both Galactic Chases free to play, 100%, obviously. And they've really been helping my fleet. Not even in just Arena, but on Grand Arena too. For my fleet defense, I always just throw in a Rebel team with like 2 crappy reinforcements. Then my Empire, now I have a 5-star crew. Capital ship for what's his name? Tarkin. So I can throw in 3 reinforcements now. I always start with TIE Fighter. I think I'm done, actually. I'm done with this Grand Arena review. So here, I got 3 wins. 2, yeah, 1. And poor Rubs, man. A good roster, but just didn't play it well. He probably could have. Got last, let's see. Yeah, okay. Everyone's kind of gear 7 in that, so it's not really anything crazy. But yeah, so I get 2 Zetas, 3 Omegas, 1,400 of these. This is perfect for gear, because now, since I completed my first goal of getting CLS, right after I get CLS, it's like a day later, JKL, Jedi Knight Luke, is announced. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, wow. Jedi Knight Luke now. So I guess that's my long-term goal. Even though he doesn't have the Rebel tag, which really disgusts me, honestly. I'm not going to be over here complaining. Obviously, I'm not an endgame player where it really matters to me, but come on. And I saw a comment on a YouTube video where it was like, JKL would be way too OP with C-3PO. And I was like, you're kind of right. But, yeah, that's really just what it's at right now. Let's just give an update on my roster, I guess. So, I like having things favorited. I wish there was a way that, like, obviously I can just unfavorite everything, not even worry about that, and just see it from, like, power to, like, most power to less power. But, like, it doesn't really... Oh, wait. No, never mind. I'm an idiot. This works. Okay. I can look at my roster like this. Okay. So, I want to see just what's going on here. Just want to take a quick glance and everything, obviously, now. My roster starts from, I'd say, General Kenobi / Wicket and up is somewhat viable. But then when you get to, I'd say Jedi Consular, General Kenobi. Bastilla Sean's viable as long as you have a good the leader ability at least level 6. Then she becomes just viable for defense. But I'd say if we're actually talking like good characters that I have, I'd say from crew up is what's really viable for me to use and actually get good results with. And that's if we put synergies aside, like Bastille Elite aside. If it was just a character with 6,000 power, level 6 mods, level 69, gear 8, 4 stars, and it's just not really that great. And neither is this crew, but I think crew's just a good character. And my Ahsoka's not that great. It's just because she is 7 stars that it actually puts her up. But it's really from IG-88 is my first actual decent character, and then up from there. But so now we're gonna talk about my strategy and what I do in Grand Arena. Here's my 5v5, and I guess 3v3 if you want to see. These were 3v3 teams I was experimenting with. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Actually, while we're here, before I forget, I guess I'll just put CLS in that lineup, because it was supposed to be CLS Han Chewie, but I didn't have him at the time of 3v3. So yeah, that's that. Here's my 5v5. I usually put this team on offense in front of ships. This team on a front wall. I take out Biggs, put in crew. Honestly, I might start putting Biggs in there because he is a 6-star and he's rebel. I don't know, but I guess if for somehow my opponent doesn't go instantly for Ewok Elder, has like really low speed, and my Han like taunts and he can't get the Ewok Elder, someone dies, he could revive. That's just what I was thinking, but I was like, all right, it's highly like unlikely. Obviously, I just have the Separatist teams here just to have it there. I don't use it. I just got General Grievous recently. I always just wanted to have General Grievous, even if it's just at 4-star, just to have him. Just a cool character to just have in the roster. If I ever need to gear him up, 4 stars is, okay. I don't plan on doing anything with Separatists anytime soon, or anything with Padme, Galactic Republic. I'm mainly going Rebel, Empire, all Jedi, all around that. Kind of not really shifting into prequel stuff or sequel stuff. Kind of just sticking OT, but at the same time, just keeping my roster good enough for Grand Arena. I mean, as a free-to-play player, I'm not really trying to stick with the meta. I'm just trying to have fun, do characters I like. I know Arnold T101 just loves going for, like, Imperial Troopers and stuff like that. I gotta see if I'm still recording. Goddamn. Okay, I am. But yeah, here's my CLS team that I underdog with. I'm gonna add Chewie in there once I get it. Now that I don't need to, obviously, do underdog anymore for Han. I mean, once I get Chewie, and I gear up my CLS a little more, this will probably be, like, my new, like, arena team, honestly. Because, like, I don't know. I've always wanted my arena to be CLS. But, I don't know. For some reason, I just wouldn't know. I would definitely keep, like, the trio in there. Like, CLS lead, Han, and Chewie. But I don't know. I have a Gear 12 Boba Fett that I guess I might as well should just use in my squad arena. And then, I don't know, I have Thrawn, which is, like, the greatest plug-and-play character of all time besides Wat Tambor. I don't know. I mean, Obi-Wan and R2 are replaceable. But, obviously that's not what I'm thinking about right now. This is my Bastilla team. I'm replacing Jolie with my General Kenobi. I just got it literally this morning because there was a raid last night. Got up this morning, claimed the rewards, activated him. I had all the gear enough to get him to gear 6. I just kept upgrade. And I always look. It wasn't really anything that was, like, valuable to me. Obviously, not yet. Crew team, I'm never going to use it. Just there if I ever feel like gearing them up. Ewok team, probably never going to be viable unless I really gear them up. Obviously, this is the team I'm using for the C-3PO event, but C-3PO is just not on my to-do list right now. I remember when I was doing CLS characters, Ewoks, and Bounty Hunters all at the same time, and it was working, but it was going really slow, and I don't know. I feel I was like gearing up unnecessary characters that were just screwing up my GP 4 grand arena, and it's like I did not need to get any of these Ewoks geared up yet. It's just kind of wasting GP for me for like one like it's wasting gear and it's wasting just all stuff already. But whatever. They're all at like gear 5 at least. But obviously that's not going to be anything viable for even just a 5-star C3PO. I'm going to need at least gear 9 on all of them, I would think, to get 5-star. And then this is my Empire team. Obviously I use this one all the time. This is the team I got R2-D2 with. After I got R2, I like unfavorited all of them, because the characters I have favorited are the characters that I open up to every day and like, all right, yeah, I want to work on them, I want to gear them up. Or those are the characters I look at like, oh crap, I have to do their event, or oh crap, I have to farm shards for them. The only one I still have favorited is Thrawn, because Thrawn is just Thrawn. I don't have any plans to gear him up anymore, improve his mods, or do anything, but just I always see Thrawn and I'm like, alright, I can use him somewhere. Even if it's, I don't know, just bounty on a team. Obviously, the team that I'm gearing up for Chewbacca. I almost have a 5-star IG-88. I just have to get that. This team will be good enough for 5-star, but probably won't be unless I literally get lucky with the RNG or something like that. I don't think 1 Gear 12 and 4 Gear 9s will be good enough for the Chewbacca 7-star, maybe 6-star. If I get RNG in my favor, this could work for 6-star, but not 7-star. And I just want 7-star because I kind of want to just not even have to look at bounty hunters again unless I'm doing Grand Arena. Obviously, my Boba Fett's 100% done. I'm not touching Boba Fett anymore. Wait, it sounds a little bit weird. I have all this stuff maxed. Gear 12, not putting any extra pieces on him. I don't care. Boba Fett's done, but I still, I just have him there. Phoenix team, defense, so yeah. Don't go heavy on... Sorry. Lesson for today, don't go too heavy. Oh, there you go. Don't go too heavy on defense. Have a good time in this game. And I'm just going to player lock. Whatever. My current roster is what I'm going to get. Let's buy some shards for my boy IG-88. 30 more shards needed for 5-star, and then I'll be getting, once I get that, I'll be getting Chewbacca and gearing him up. But yeah, that's really about it for today. I know this video is really long, and like I said, I'm going to start doing new things with the series. Before this video gets to a literal an hour, I'm going to just end it here. So, peace out.